Hello, it's Ron Suchiu. I'm back at the studio and we're working today on a Synergy painting number 3, and this is the video number 4. This is featuring the singer-songwriter Jordan John, and Jordan is actually a fantastic performer. You should actually check his video out online. And actually his new video called In the Groove is really incredible. Anyway, I put the picture up here. I'm painting at the window here, but if you look at the lower left-hand corner there, it's where my right hand is. That's where I'm working right now. And you'll see that the painting started off to be very simple. My background was all of the blue that you see in the background, and then Jordan came along and he actually painted what I was classifying as graffiti all over my painting. And I mentioned in another video that it kind of stumped me for a couple weeks, but I kept on using the word graffiti. I thought, well, you know what, this is really cool. Why don't I just turn it into a wall, as you see right now, with graffiti over it. That was weird. I know I turned the video sideways just to throw you off a bit. Anyway, so the painting is all done. As far as the background, the wall's looking good. There's 2 windows in there, so you really get the impression that although it looks like a surreal painting, it is a realist painting. And I just put a ladder in there, and further into this, not too long either, you're going to see that I'll be painting Jordan John on that ladder, and he's painting graffiti on the wall. There we go, right there, and that's Jordan that is put in here. This part for artists, I find that materials like actual cloth and like this shirt I'm doing is one of the toughest things, because you know, some materials, silk and that would, you know, they have a beautiful flow about them. Jordan had a shirt on that was actually a little starchy looking. It was kind of cool because it to me, it represented, it was a good representation of what a painter would wear, you know. And the shirt was a little bit on the starchy side looking, a little stiff, cottony look to it. And I try to portray that, you know, like when you get a cloth in there, it's tough, and you try and portray what the cloth really kind of looks like. So anyway, I put the base color there, that gray, that would be where all of the shadowing is. And now I'm actually putting the larger folds in the shirt, and I'll call them wrinkles. They're not really wrinkles, but they are. It's the flow of the cloth. It looks a little rough right now, very impressionistic. But as we go along, it becomes a little more fabric looking. This fabric actually had almost a glow to it, a little bit of a shine to it. So I'm trying to portray that too. And again, they're tough to do, but I think you just take a while. This probably took well in excess of an hour to paint the shirt, probably 2 or 3 hours actually. And although it doesn't look like it here because we're moving so fast. So after I get most of this done, you'll see a wide brush come out, and that will actually soften down the material a little bit. It should be happening fairly soon. Putting some highlights in there. So we went from the shadow to the mid-tones, and now we're into the highlights. Now we're starting to see some real detail there. And Jordan's face looks, there's a wide brush there. When you're looking at a profile of somebody's face, it's not the easiest portrait to do to make it immediately recognizable. It's really nice that I had someone in my studio that does know Jordan very well, and she instantly saw that was him. There was no doubt about it. And I like to be fussy about those things. Now, what's really weird about this is as I'm painting along, I'm actually painting graffiti on the wall, and I think it was right here when I was painting along, and I kept on glancing back to the part that I did with Jordan in his shirt and his actually highlights on his pants and stuff, and I just to examine my own work. And I thought, you know, it's really weird because I got this guy standing on a ladder next to me painting graffiti on a wall that I'm painting graffiti on also. So it's almost like the two of us were going at it at the same time here. Anyway, just a funny little bit. It was kind of a strange feeling to have that happening. So yeah, here's that background. I seem to get stuck on this one background. Maybe that's that's my home that I've never been to yet. I always love these desert scenes. So when Jordan started this, he had never painted on a canvas before, especially with oil colors, and he was really concerned that he made a mess of it. And I said, no, you never have to worry about that. The painting can't be ruined, and there I am putting little lights on there. But the letters and that he had such a tough time with at times didn't concern me at all. The only thing that concerned me was the way the painting looked after I did the background, and then all of a sudden there was a whole bunch of writing on it. But it turned out pretty good. I enjoy it, and I believe what we've got here too is a whole bunch of titles for that he has written these songs. And again, if you go to his website, you probably see a lot of these songs and maybe get samplings of them all. Yeah. Anyway, up in the upper left there, well, we're just getting near the end of this one here. I'm going to bring some highlight up in here, but there's a J over top of my my head there to the right, and that's his logo, which is really cool. It's just a little J2, Jordan John. And I think we're pretty well finished on this one, so I'm going to take it to the end here, and you'll see the finished piece. And give us a call if you got any more information about it, or if you just want to order one. They are being put out in extremely high quality Giclee prints. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Easy, Skippy.